And we are live in Pittsburgh, PA. The number 20 ranked Duke Blue Devils coming out to take on the Pitt Panthers right here in Pittsburgh, PA. Joining me in the booth, our Super RN making her way up the coast. What's up, Ty?
What's going on, Wired?
The long trip long drive from Maryland. Sorry we had to put you on the CSBA bus versus the jet today, but you got here, and that's all that matters. What's going on? How are you?
Yeah.
Happy Friday.
It's going.
Happy Friday.
Yes. It's not really happy for me because I got to work tomorrow.
Oh,
so.
I'm sorry. Labor Day weekend, that's not great.
Yeah.
But what are you looking forward to in this game? Duke Pitt, obviously Duke ranked 20th coming in. A little, after coming off that big year last year, not getting his respect coming into this season, being ranked 20th. What's your thoughts?
I mean, you really can't come into this Pitt game and not expect to see the Diddle brothers. They even added another Diddle freshman, Seth Rowe. We have Rick Mort, who's very active in the league. And then you have the team that's most hated in the league, Duke. They don't have any seniors on their team, but got some well-known people on their squad. Shane Knox, Gaston Lewis, Loki Gunderson, Aiden King. So looking forward to a couple great matchups in this one.
Yeah, an interesting thing here, you might not know Gaston Lewis now a small forward, so moving over from the powered forward spot, Lewis interested in changing it up, so we'll see a little bit of maybe that'll change a little bit of the dynamic of the way Duke plays, but an arc change for Gaston Lewis.
Yeah, that's very interesting because I was thinking, they had a pretty big team, but, dropping down maybe an inch or so and getting some more speed on this Duke team, that's definitely going to give them a different dynamic, and there's an easy take there.
Yeah. And he is a defensive mold small forward, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. They're going complete defense here with the two bigs and the defending Gaston Lewis, so it'll be interesting to see how Pitt measures up for that.
Yeah, especially against Bo Diddle. I mean, this dude is just probably one of the best centers, if not the best center in the league. And it's going to take a lot to guard him. They got the big guy. Isn't that Gunderson down there?
Yes, sir. Excuse me. Yes, ma'am, rather. Sorry. Sorry, I'm so used to saying that.
I'm used to being called bro. And what's up, bro?
Kai Williams for two. Gaston Lewis has looked good early on here. Certainly an offensive focal point early on in this game is Duke up 8-4 right now.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good change for him, and he's looking pretty good down there. And
he gets stripped by Ray Diddle, though.
Be watching out.
Kai Williams for three, bang from the corner. Great find in transition there, Ty.
Yeah, I really think this is going to be a pretty close game. I think these two are pretty well matched up. It only has one freshman on their squad, and that's the upperclassmen, so they got some experience on this side of the ball. And Duke, of course, they have Legion of Slugs, who's a great coach. He's been here for a while, and this is just going to be a really good matchup between these two.
I feel bad for him. He's coaching Cascade State and coaching Duke, and they're both on right now. So I don't know. He's got to probably, and I think he was working an overnight tonight. So I don't even know if he's tuning in for both games. But shout out to my boy Legion.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there to pick which one you can. Hopefully he's got dual screen. You can put up two games at once and.
Yeah, he might be.
On both teams.
He might even be at work, so I don't even know if he can watch them. But
well, dang.
Hopefully he can. Maybe.
Well.
I think he's working overnight, so maybe he hasn't started his night job yet.
Hey, now the deep three.
Pass inside of Bo Diddle. The the Panthers last game, I watched them in the preseason. They were extremely perimeter centric in the way they played. As there's a big three by Russell Sprouts.
I mean, that's really surprising that they would do that, considering who they have down low. I would try my best to get it to him at all costs. But, I mean, obviously they got Kay Williams on the outside that can shoot some threes, and, of course, Rufus Diddle. So, I mean, they pretty much can do anything they want.
Yeah, for sure. Nice follow there by Knox. Legion, yeah, give me score updates, Legion, when you can. He is actually here. So he said JoJo Tidwell's going off, so I'm happy about that. I'll have to go back and watch that after I go through the marathon of streams tonight here at the CSBA. 15-7 Duke on top by 8, looking good early on. Pitt, couple of bright spots so far. Kai Williams looking really, really good, but the rest of the Panthers need to kind of step up their game just a little bit here, Ty. I mean, I know it's early, so.
I mean, they got this guy right here, Ethan, very active, another very active progression player in the league. You know, that really makes a difference from going from just a regular green chip or a regular blue progression. If you really active with it, that can really make a big difference for them, as he's got a tough assignment right here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the progression and everybody grinding.
Oh, that's Diddle.
I would say the grind is real, and I respect everybody that puts in the effort. And we know that we have some guys, as Jacques Murney's for 3, no good, that do that. Sports Dude is one of those guys right now, is literally in every stream, and I love the guy. He is becoming the #1 CSBA fan, without doubt.
Oh, this sounds like a new award coming up.
I think I might be going to that, Ty.
Yeah.
We might be going to that. So, Seth throwing it again.
I don't know what Pitts needs to do. I mean, they have some great looking opportunities. Obviously, I think it's just the fact they can't get it into the inside. Look how much Duke just keeps pushing them to the outside. Luckily, they got a shut off there, but
yeah, I mean, if
really struggling.
If I had to give another coach advice, and I was going to give Ray some advice, I think I would. Is there's a nice take there by Duke, but I mean, granted, Duke is playing lights out right now. But if I was to give him any advice on what changes I might make, it might be a little bit of a wrinkle in my lineup, because I feel like the top tier Pitt Panthers right now are all in the starting lineup, and there's not a lot of bench depth.
Yeah.
So
I think I have to agree with that. It's really hard to set those lineups when, you know, it's just hard, especially against a team like Duke. You just never know which way they're gonna go, especially, and then now they got some art changes and stuff. Like, you can never be prepared for these games.
yeah, I mean, if you're 7 or 8 deep, 7 or 8 rosters depth, right? You gotta know that we're setting 3. There's 3 offensive options that coaches are allowed to put in. So knowing that, you want to have like a Batman to your Robin, right? You want to have somebody that you're going to play with in the starting lineup, but that you're going to also want to have that 1-2 punch off the bench as well. So that's just how I would do it. Doesn't mean that I am right. There's a lot of strategies that people take. It's just a question of what works for you, but that's how I would approach it. L.A. Rowe, one of the new Duke Blue Devils, whose eligibility was questioned a little bit coming in, but finally got that cleared up by the CSBA, and he is on the court. So happy to see him making his college debut here in week 1.
Yes. I was wondering if it was LA or La Rue.
I mean, maybe it is La Rue. I don't know. I thought it was like LA, like, you know, La Land. You know, I don't know. I think
Los Angeles. You know?
I do think if I remember correctly, his profile was based on, he was based out of LA. I think so. It might be a nickname or something. I don't know. Maybe his real first name is like Luther or something, and the A is his middle initial.
Really?
I don't know.
What's the first thing you thought of?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's an alternate name. I don't know.
Luther. Of all the L names.
I don't know why I picked that. Luis, Lavander. I don't know. I'm just throwing names out there left and right.
This is looking very difficult for Pitt right now.
Yeah,
Only
rough.
9 points in the first.
Yeah, rough first quarter. We know Coach Ray Ray is going to try to figure something out here as we head to the second. Talking to his team on the sidelines. Kaios, thank you for repeating my clip about the hot dog is off the mustard. Thank you. That will be that mess up will live in infamy. I think that needs to be on a t-shirt.
I mean, we need a whole like book of wired sayings. There's so many of them.
Rick
Or
Morta.
even just CSBA sayings.
Yeah, I've been talking. I gotta figure that out, but we'll get something going here. I think for either the end of the season or the beginning of next for sure.
Yeah, Ray's right. Like nothing is falling for Pitt right now. I mean, their shooting percentage last time I checked was like 33%.
Yeah, it's looked rough early on here, and it's crazy to think about it. And you go back to the preseason. Ray Diddle was shooting like 20 shots in the game. I feel like he's shot once in this game, if that. Granted, he's not in right now. As McNeil, that big tree, fadeaway jumper, 5-on-3 the other way. As Pitt cannot take advantage. Good transitional defense by Duke. I'd like to see them work
everywhere.
I'd like to see Jim Sutherland be a lot more active in this offense. He does not get enough touches, in my opinion. Because when he does, he is solid. Is Letterman going to fire up a quick three as he gets it off as the shot clock was winding down?
Yeah, that's really the issue. Is Duke is not allowing them to get into the interior, and that's really hurting them right now. Especially they have their big guys down there that really can't make a shot. So, trying to push it to the outside is just not a good plan for them.
Nice find from Letterman to find Murray. No, that's a really good observation, Ty. I mean, obviously with the two bigs, even their bench is pretty tall. If you look at the big tree there in McNeil, and then their power forward is pretty big as well. So they got a lot of height on this Blue Devil team, that's for sure. As McNeil can't get that to go, gets his own rebound and puts it in, using his height to his advantage.
And that's another thing, just those second chance points from Duke and being able to box them out like that, that's definitely a problem for Pitt right now.
McNeil looks like Big Jesus. Sutherland, nice play there.
Basketball Jesus.
Well, we were talking about someone looking like little baby Jesus the other night when I think Pax and Rylock were calling a game. I forgot who I dubbed that. I think it was somebody on OSU. But McNeil looks like Big Jesus. He's a big fella. Actually, you know who he looks like? I just figured it out. He looks like the Big Show.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know the Big Show back in the day from wrestling? All right, some of them.
No, I'm not a wrestling fan, so I have no clue.
Well, Murray to the line to shoot one, 27-16. Cascade stayed up. How many TDs did JJT have there, Legion? Apparently my player just scored a 70-yard touchdown, which is awesome.
Dang. Yeah, the only wrestling people I know is Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Undertaker. That's about it.
Alright. Well, they were all there when I worked for the WWE at the time. Back in 2000, 2001.
Oh.
Worked there for about 2 years in their marketing department.
Nice. My nephew loves wrestling. He just went to his first showing the other week. Had so much fun.
Nice. So Gaston Luis going to go to the line to shoot two. I don't know what the French word was in twos. How to say it?
Yeah, I don't know
Is it
what
trois?
you were going for that.
Is it trois? I don't know. Do you know how to say?
We saw.
How do you say two
I
in
know what you're
French,
talking.
babe?
Duh.
Duh.
D-U-X.
D-U-X, she said.
Duh.
Duh. Duh, he's going to shoot to the line. Two, duh. What?
Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq,
Un, deux, trois. Yeah, and duh. Yeah, you're right.
huit, neuf, dix,
You're
So I
correct.
know I'm right.
douze,
So I gotta go feed I gotta get comments from the peanut gallery every once in a while. Try to get some answers.
Is that what you call me?
No, you're not the peanut gallery. I'm kidding.
Come on, Belle, put it up.
Oh, nice block in the interior. I mean, yeah, you called it out. Duke is stacking the box right now. Russell Sprouts fouled, counted in one. One of my favorite names.
The stream is lagging for me.
The stream's lagging, or the
No, it's like when I'm watching it from here.
From the
it's a little
Discord?
behind. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I can shut it and try to reopen it if you'd like.
No, I'm gonna come back in. Hold on.
Okay. All right, 30-15. Pitt's still sitting at that 15 mark as the defense for Duke is just insane right now. It's Kai Avery, though, with a nice crossover. He's got 9, 4 or 5 from Kai.
Well, now I got dots, so.
Oh, that's
I don't
fun.
know what's. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's pretty bad for me.
Is the stream any better for you? I mean, the stream's not lagging for everybody else.
The stream is perfect, but it's.
All right, let me do this. Hold on. Let me do this for you. All right, see if that's any better. Sometimes it's just about on my end, maybe. I don't know.
Looks pretty good. He's passed it out to Knox.
Kai Williams up with the rebound.
That's a hard-fought rebound over Gunderson.
Yeah, I mean, nice play there to kick it out. Ray Ditto, I think that's his first shot of the game, missing the three.
Dang. Everything is working for Duke right now. It's crazy. It looks very confused right now. I mean, they're running into their own screens. That kind of was a bad oop, and he is getting blocked with everything. Jeez.
Yeah, the two bigs are just like are crazy how they're double teaming them.
Yeah, I was expecting a really big game from Bo Diddle, but he is. I mean, obviously the whole team is struggling, but he's really struggling. You know, we're used to that two-piece combo from the Diddle brothers, and if you can't get them two going, then our team is really going to struggle the entire 4 quarters. 35%. Ooh.
Gaston Lewis, yes, it's looking ugly right now. 16, the Pittsburgh offense has been stagnant. They changed it up to an interior style game right now from what I've seen here, just judging by what we've seen so far, because we really haven't seen the threes rain like we've seen in past seasons. And good find there to Bo Ditto is going to get fouled by Loki Gunderson. So no easy baskets for Bo Ditto right now. He's frustrated as all get out.
I would be frustrated too, because that was crazy. You had the double team. It was a good look. For some reason he took, I don't know how he got back there so fast to even cause that foul, but yeah, that's got to be really disappointing.
So 39-22, yeah, it's got to be frustrating. all heck for him. He's just getting double teamed by the two big guys, and when you're one of the best centers in the league, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if Duke Plate rolls this kind of lineup against everybody. Because I got news for you: the way they're constructed right here, and the way they're rolling those bigs, along with the defensive style player and Gaston Lewis, is really can really shut some teams down.
Yeah, we know you're a big fan of all those big guys on the team, so.
It's old school basketball, Ty.
Yeah.
That's old school. You know I roll old school, so.
Hey, but you know what? Pitt is still in it. Only down 14. Still the first half. Come back in the second half. Revamp and.
Big baguette there from Gaston Lewis as he drills the three. He has looked really strong as Kai Wibbs, little hop step. That's good.
There we go.
Kai's been the one bright spot right now for Pitt. He's got 13.
And 8 of them in the paint. I mean, we've seen a couple of those threes. He popped out. That's probably what they need right now. A little bit more speed on them and, try to get back there faster than the big guys.
Yeah, Aiden King with a nice take there.
Yeah, because he could definitely beat him. Look at him wide open over there.
Sprout's not giving him much respect, kind of leaving him on defense. Gaston Lewis again. Lewis has looked so good in this game. Go inside to Ditto this time. No double team. And Bo can't get it to go as Gunderson was leaning on him.
Wow.
46-27. Duke's defense making a difference here. We're going to jump over to our halftime show. Ty is going to break it down for us. See, maybe she can offer some thoughts and strategy to Ray, who's probably pounding his head.
Yeah, if you're going into that locker room with Pitt, I'm just in there like, please unscrew the lid on the rim because nothing is falling for them. Even when they try to do what they need to do, which is get it inside and get on the fast break, they're still not able to capitalize off of it and just pour them. But Duke, on the other hand, is doing exactly what they planned on doing. I think that was a really smart move in their art change for Legion, and they just really look good. They look very balanced. They're doing a little bit of everything, but that inside defense is a killer right now. Like, I don't even know how you can even get the ball inside to them. And there goes that shooting percentage. They were at like 77% in that towards the end of the first, and they just really haven't looked back.
All right, well, second half coming your way. Let's see if Pitt can turn the tide here.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, they looked like they were trying to claw back into it. I think they really need to get Rafus and Kai some three-pointers over there, because obviously that inside game's not working for them, so hand it to your best shooters. I don't get those threes. Because right now, Duke is definitely bullying them. They're getting tired of being called Dukies. That was a nice little end-around play. They didn't come down with it, but it was still nice. Oh my god! It's like, get that mess out of here.
46-27. Pitt is just struggling to find any identity in this game, find any momentum flow, anything that will work for them. And there it is, the defense again from Duke.
My goodness.
Smothering and King going to go in for an easy 2, and it's a 21-point lead.
Yeah, I have no idea what Pitt can even attempt to do. Like, at this point, they're going to be shooting threes from the logo because
Yeah, for sure.
this Duke's defense is
Sorry,
just
everybody.
all over.
Sorry about that real quick. I was trying to open something up on my internet. Bo Diddle up and under. Good. Finally, an easy bucket for Bo as he gets the offensive board and the putback.
I don't even know what his points is. Maybe like 4 so far. He's really been struggling in this one. Good defensive possession there from Pitt.
Big Hoss. I said Big House. Big Hoss with the 3 there.
I called him Big House before too. Oh.
And still, nothing, not even any lucky breaks.
Nope. I mean, you thought that was going to be a turnover right there, and he didn't even get that one.
Yeah, I mean, the hard part right now is Sprout's going to go in for 2. You know, even when some of these Pitt players are getting good looks, they're getting looks, but they're not in rhythm. They're cold. They haven't heated up. They haven't found any momentum that's like, you know, shooters are going to shoot, but when you shoot it one shot out of 20, out of 20 possessions, you can't get in any kind of rhythm, and that's gonna change the way you play and the way you shoot. Is Haas for 3? Finally, one goes.
Yeah, I mean they need that microwave to kick in, just get heated up, and like you said, get on a roll. Get some defensive turnovers. Because right now they're not stopping Duke. Duke is getting some crazy looks. That one included. And I love the name Russell Sprouts.
It's one of my more favorite names. He's had a couple good player names in his last few players. So.
Who is his other player?
If I'm not oh no, actually that's Rocky Davis. Is that Rocky Davidson? That might be Rocky Davidson's guy.
Is that?
Yeah. I think it's Sprouts. Yeah. I was thinking of Willie Leak. That's why.
Okay.
Or not Willie Leak. What's the other? What was his player before? At Kansas, as Gunderson throws that down. Oh, what was his first player? He went from something to Willie Leak, and I can't remember it.
Oh.
It was a great name, too. He graduated.
Broccoli?
Broccoli. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that name, too.
Now he's Willie. That's Willie Leak, and we got Russell Sprouts, which is a genius name. How that rolls off. So.
Yeah, I love it, and I love Brussels sprouts. So that's just good.
Sam.
Come on, Bo, put it up! I can't believe he didn't put that up. I mean, I know
they're locking him up. I mean,
I know he's down there, but he's a big guy too. He can handle his own weight. Something about these ball-headed guys on the court, though. A lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of bald heads out there.
They start getting mixed up when I'm like, wait, who's that?
You got me. You got Bo. You got Knox. You got Loki. There's a lot of bald heads up in this place. Mellon counted in one. Rowe with the foul.
LA Rowe. I like La Rowe better.
La Rowe.
La Rowe.
La Rowe. La Rowe for 2.
Alter Melon.
A lot of easy, fun things that could come off the tip of the tongue there with some of these names when things get rolling, if their players start to develop. L.A. Rowe shooting it from La La Land and stuff like that. There's so many fun things you can do. Sorry, I got dad jokes.
Nobody says that though.
No, I know. You can make fun of me. It's all good. It's all good. I'm corny. I told you I got dad jokes for days.
Yep.
Mellon.
I mean, I'm pretty corny too, but I think you got me beat though.
That's all right. I'll take one for the team, Ty. I'll take one for the team. 30.
Oh my God, 14 for 41. Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Letterman for 3, no good. Just nobody able to find any rhythm. This offense for Pittsburgh is ice cold.
Yeah, and then it's like they're not even trying to get rebounds. I mean, there goes the offensive rebound there, but
Maybe they've given up.
yeah, throwing a white flag in the third quarter.
Nice take by Letterman.
Eaton. It's not even. Is it pronounced Ethan or is it just Eaton? I didn't see no H there.
Maybe it's Etan.
Etan. Etan Letterman. David Letterman?
I mean, he is from Israel, so
Oh.
it is quite
Nice.
possible. I always say
What time it is there?
Eaton. Atan. Atan? Atan.
On. So we were saying it wrong anyway.
So
It's not even with the E.
I can't even say he's eating it up. Bro, I know, Ty. I know. You don't even need to say it. Just give me the chuckle, and I know that I'm off. I'm not on my game. It's just I'm used to doing the 10 o'clock games, not these 7:30
Yeah,
games.
so odd, huh? Hey, a miss. Duke.
Ethan. He's saying say Ethan. Okay, we'll say Ethan.
Oh. What time is it there? I'm sure it's pretty early for him.
I think it's
or late.
daytime. I think it's daytime right now for him. Or morning.
A lot of foreign guys with the support. Very much appreciated.
3:06 a.m. Damn, man. Oh, we appreciate you. Sorry that you had to stay up for this clunker. Oh, we appreciate the support. Oh, McNeil.
Oh, watermelon.
I woke up for his son, so he's here now. Okay. Oh, we appreciate you, buddy. You know that. I know you're around all the time, late night, so. Well, late night for us, anyway. Early for you.
What's your favorite word about the staggered offense? Just Pitt. I mean, obviously they're looking for that down low look, but it hasn't really been there this entire matchup. But they're going to keep trying to get that.
L.A. Rowe, or La Rowe, as Ty's been calling him. They're good from 3. La Rowe. I gotta be like La Rue for toi.
Ooh, nice pass out. Oh, he didn't shoot it though.
Murray gonna get into Southern. Southern will shoot it up if given the opportunity, and does. Almost hits it. So it rattles in and out.
I mean, he had the opportunity a while ago. He decided to pass it back out again. What a look.
Scotty McNeil. Pass all the way up court. Good save by Moore. Baseline jumper before the buzzer, but can't knock it down. 62-38. Duke rolling right now. We'll see what happens here in the fourth. Does Pitt have a run? Stick around, CSBA on Twitch. All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter. All Duke in this one, 62-38. Just stamping their defensive mindset all over the Pitt offense. It's been contagious.
Yeah, I hate saying the same thing over and over again.
I know.
But, I mean, we kind of can't help it because, it's been the same old.
Yeah, I mean, even moments like that is Pettis, comes back. I actually could have been a clean foul. I think they had to call the body on that one, but nothing easy. Even up, 20. What do they have? 24 right now.
Mhm. Good math. Good quick math.
I'm good at the quick math. Probably one of the better things I'm good at. Probably the only thing I'm good at, quick math. Sutherland up and good for those. So
Oh, at least they can shoot free throws because a lot of teams can't. They made them.
Carter for 3, no good. Letterman up with the rebound.
But the way they playing, I'm just really shocked that they're only down by 22.
I mean, most of Duke's game has been more of the I mean, they haven't been explosive on offense, but we do have another quarter to go here. But with that said, their defense is just kind of what's been stamped all over this game. So
I know one thing. It feels so crazy even watching Duke because it's like a completely different team than when I coached.
yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how a lot of the CSBA has flipped on its head. Is Letterman not able to get that to go his out rather than I feel bad for him. He's had some good looks and I just not been able to knock it down either.
Well, I think that was more of a desperation shot right there, just trying to get something positive going. I mean, that was a good look, but unfortunately he couldn't do that catch and shoot there.
Sprouts for 3.
Not like that.
Sorry, that was 2. That was for 2.
Yeah, that was inside. Also, Sprout looks good. He's a sophomore, so yeah, he's looking pretty good there.
Probably there's a lot of frustration going on with Pitt right now, and I feel really awful about it, but I'm just not able to get in sync. And this Duke team is just when it's rolling down the hill, Ty. There's not much you can do but to either get out of the way or get run over.
For real. I mean, luckily this is a non-conference game. I know, everybody wants to win their first game. But this is definitely the point of time to really key in on your team and figure out how the things go. I mean, I can tell you from when I had Clemson, we lost all 3 of our first games, and then we never lost the game after that. So this is the time to really figure out your team and, make the adjustments. So don't be discouraged, even if you lose by 20 points. I mean, there's plenty of time for adjustments before March Madness.
I've been on the other side of this a couple of times myself, so I know it is not a good feeling. But what I do know is that it is week 1. There's a lot of talent on this Pitt Panther team. They just got to Coach Ray's got to figure out how to get it to work together, and that's the tough part with the new ARC system. It is different. There is some really strong pieces here. I have some thoughts of my own of how he could, fix things a little bit. But if he wants my advice, I'm happy to give it to him. If he doesn't, he can just tell me to shut up.
And then plus, you're going against Legion. Like, this dude has been in this league since the get-go. He knows how to set up his team. He knows how to run a team. So, he's never going to be an easy person to game plan against anyway. So,
I mean, everything that Pitt has done tonight, everything is being challenged. There hasn't been a lot of open looks, but when they've gotten the open looks, they have not been able to knock them down either. And like I said, when you're not in rhythm, it's. I mean, that's the reason why Kai has been playing well. I mean, there he misses there, but Ditto puts that back. But Kai has been the one bright spot, but he's been getting open looks and been in rhythm the entire game. So, not surprised to see his offensive prowess coming through, and he's probably the only, shining spot, bright spot of what we've seen here from Pitt. So Sprout's going to drive. Knox there for the tip.
Hey, thanks for the sub, H-Dog for life.
Appreciate that sub.
I think that's Bitch Brother, right?
I forget who his play is. I think it might be his player. Scotty McNeil, maybe?
I mean, he put that in his thing, so unless he's just saying some random name.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a rough one.
Center freshman.
Sprouse is on fire, gonna fire up there. Good clean look, not able to knock it down. 3 minutes to go here. You know, if I'm Pitt right now, that makes sense. Thanks, dog. Appreciate it. With a foul. If I'm Pitt right now,
never would have figured that out.
You're playing, yeah, right. You're playing. Obviously, this game's thrown away. You can throw this playbook out. Whatever you run in here, throw this bad boy in the garbage. Reset. Ray, I'm happy to talk to you on the side if you want some guidance from me, and or go to Hawk or go to any of the other coaches, because there's a lot of talent on this team, and we saw in the preseason Rafe is jacking up threes and knocking them down. So.
Oh yeah. So we know the caliber of this team, like the two, especially the two Diddle brothers. Like we know what they're capable of and how dangerous they can be. So this is definitely does not look like a normal Pitt.
Yeah, he's talking about Bo getting going right now, and he's getting going right now is because these players are gassed, they are tired, they are out of energy. But look at that. Both the big.
Oh my God!
Both the bigs on Duke on that challenged on every shot that was taken on the inside.
Yeah, now they got their powers activated, and it's just spelling disaster right now.
For sure.
I mean, they were already pretty lit in that interior D, and just to activate them. And just making it worse, like I just really feel bad.
He is working his proverbial butt off right now, but
he really did.
He is just getting frustrated, and I said I'm frustrated for him.
Yeah, this is definitely a frustrating game because he made some big moves for this big dude, and unfortunately, couldn't even get that to fall. They had a great look.
I mean, I've seen Bo go off for like 30 in a game, so I know he's capable. Yeah. But the way that this Duke look is crazy, and
there we go.
An exclamation point dunk there for Bo is. You can feel the anger.
Yeah, but we also have to give credit to Duke too.
Oh, it was a smart.
I watched. I didn't get to watch last season, but I did watch the March Madness, and I watched how they just went out on that. So I definitely think they're coming back for revenge, and trying to make a statement for them, and they look really good.
I'll say this: as Bo worked for another 2. To get him to 50 to a respectable number, but I'll say this: teams are starting to figure out what works together, right? And Legion, I think, has wisely made some changes to this team. There was too much talent here last year.
Yeah,
there was too much talent. I'm not gonna lie. There is only one ball. And it's very difficult to share that ball. And the top teams in the league last year, look at our Final Four. For the first time ever, we had no number 1 seeds. None. Mm-hmm. That's never happened. So the CSBA is changing. And, I was actually having this conversation with Nighthawk a little bit the other day about, and forgive me for the way I'm going to say this, because obviously we appreciate the support, and I love how much people put into their players by what they spend. But I'll say this: a team stacked with 90-something players across the board doesn't guarantee you a championship, right? You need to have the players on. I mean, maybe it does if it's built right. But what I will say is that there are pieces to the puzzle that have to be put together, especially when you're working off of certain kinds of book. You're working with certain books. Like certain arcs just don't go together, or certain, and you see that in the NBA. How many times have you seen in the NBA, Ty, where you've seen a free agent come in and like it's going to be the second coming, and then for some reason that Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, go back to a lot of those teams that like the Knicks took Carmelo Anthony and they were worse with him than they were without him. Russell Westbrook came to LA to play with LeBron and LA stunk. So like it doesn't always mean it works. So you just got to and credit to Legion for realizing that this season. And I don't think he had much of a choice with the amount of talent he had on his team to kind of rejigger things, but shout out to him on the job he did here for sure. And tonight's game plan was very smart. And then obviously on the other side of the coin, Pitt has some talent. There is talent on this team. There is no doubt that there's talent on this team. It's just those pieces just need to be put together properly and run the right playbook that features your best assets and there. And like I said to Ray, I'm happy to help him if he needs it. But they go 2 for 19 from three, and I don't even know how many of those threes I could say that were wide open. There's probably about 50% of those.
Duke didn't even do much better from the 3-point line either, but I think even with that 53% field goal shooting, I think the game really just came down to their interior defense presence. Like, they just could not get in there. 32 paints for Pitt versus 50. They had the second chance points. They had the rebounds. It was a mess down there.
It's a perfect storm. I mean, look at Duke. They get 17 fast break points. You called that out, right? That's a functionality of that's based on the defense playing and getting them out in transition. Because if they're not shutting down Pitt, they're not getting out in transition, and that is key. And when you shoot 30% from the field, which is what happened with Pitt here, that plays a factor into all of that. And when you're getting the highest percentage looks, when you're getting layups and dunks off of fast breaks, that's gonna roll your way. And this is a 24-point win for Duke, and they had 17 fast break points. So, so just some things to think about. But I mean, Pittsburgh has the talent. They'll bounce back, and I have no fear Ray will figure it out. I have all the confidence in him. He's a smart dude, and there's some good talent on this Pittsburgh team. It's just got to be utilized in the right way. So, and the credit definitely goes in this case to Duke and Legion and the job that he did. Clogging up the paint and killing Pitt's strategy in this one. So,
yeah.
Kai Williams, leading scorer for Pitt with 13. Bo Ditto finishing with a double-double. Look at his second half. That's all in the fourth quarter. That's in the fourth quarter. That's all right there. So I just wanted to show you that. I mean, obviously we all saw it, but
that just tells you how talented he is. That even with their poor performance, he can still finish with a double-double. Wait, just imagine when they get themselves together.
Oh, there's I mean, this is a March Madness team in 5. It's just figuring it out. So Sutherland 6-5. So only 2 players in double digits. Ray Festino really struggled. 2 of 11. I don't even realize he took up that many shots. I felt like he was
no 3-pointers. That's
unlike Ray. Very unlike Ray. But when you're getting to your 4th leading scorer of the game and you only have 4. That player only has 4 points. That does not bode well for your offense. So something is amiss. Seth Rodetto finishing with 4 and 8. Jacques Smyrny 4, 1 and 2. Big Haas Quiet Night 1 of 6 from the field with only 3 points. One of those coming from beyond the arc. Walter Mellon 2 and 2. Eaton Letterman 2, 2 and 2. Just rough night shootings across the board for Pitt. 0 for 6, 1 for 7, 1 for 3, 1 for 6, 1 for 5, 2 for 11, 5 for 14, 6 for 10. I mean, 6 for 10 is better than that, but almost forgot to go to the Duke side. Russell Sprouts, solid game by him. 18-5 with 3 dimes. Wow. Really, really strong game. That's probably one of the better games I've seen him play in a really, really long time. Probably since early on last season. Gaston Lewis looking solid, 6 of 9, 15 points, 3 assists, 2 bangers from the outside, 2 of 2.
What a change!
Yeah, it looks a lot better. Scotty McNeil, there's Big Jesus or Big Show, or we call him the Big. Maybe we'll start calling him the Big Show because that's exactly who he looks like. 12 points, 4 assists, double-double for Shane Knox. And that's a quiet double-double, too, because I don't remember him scoring. I got maybe a one putback I
But
remember.
all those putbacks he got went
Yeah,
from
I mean,
rebounds.
5 offensive rebounds. I said reborns. Oh, my God, I did the same thing.
Reboard.
I just said the same thing that Rylock did the other night, and I said reborns. Jeez. Reborns.
That's the remix.
Yeah.
Reborns.
Reborns. 10 and 10, double-double for Knox. Aiden King, 8-7-3, and a block. Aiden King with a really strong game. 4-5. Didn't shoot the ball a lot, but filled the stat sheet in so many different ways.
All
Yeah, right? Loki Gunnarsson, 6-7-2, 4 block shots from Gunnarsson. And Greg Pettits and Young Money and L.A. Rowe rounding it out. So, good game there from the Dukies as they go on to win 74-50. Remember, guys, coming up, we got a lot of basketball here tonight. We got 2 more games. Ty's coming back at 9 o'clock. Let me get these box scores up. We will see you guys in about 30 minutes. So, for Ty White, I'm Scott Drake, a.k.a. Wired71. We'll see you guys on the flip-flop. CSBA out. Peace.